Have you ever felt like the universe was whispering secrets directly to you? Like every sign, symbol, or subtle shift in your life was part of a greater cosmic puzzle waiting to be solved? If so, you're not alone, and what's coming in April 2025 might just change everything if you have the crescent moon and the letter M in this interconnected world. In this video, we'll dive deep into an extraordinary phenomenon tied to those who resonate with individuals possessing the crescent moon and the letter M. It's not just astrology or coincidence, it's a profound spiritual awakening that will unfold for many during this pivotal time. We'll explore how heightened perception can transform your understanding of reality, why paying attention to even the smallest signs around you matters more than ever, and how these shifts could redefine your relationships, purpose, and connection to something far greater than yourself. But here's the thing. This is practical guidance for navigating a powerful period of growth. I urge you to stick with me until the end, because by the time we finish, you'll have tools, insights, and clarity on how to recognize and embrace these changes when they start showing up in your life. Trust me, this is one conversation you don't want to miss. Let's unlock the mysteries together, step by step. Are you ready? If these words awaken something deep within you, comment 888 as a sacred signal to welcome abundance and peace into your path. If you'd like to support this channel and help us keep sharing light and insight, consider becoming our member. It costs less than a coffee, but means the world to us. Your support fuels the message, honors the mission, and brings you closer to a community of awakened souls. Tap join and be part of something meaningful. April 2025 is no ordinary month. For those thoughts, emotions, and even the fabric of your daily reality. Imagine waking up one morning to find that everything feels slightly different. Your intuition seems sharper. Synchronicities, those uncanny coincidences, are everywhere you look. You might notice patterns in nature, recurring symbols, or an inexplicable pull towards certain people or places. These aren't random occurrences. The crescent moon has long been associated with growth, potential, and transformation, a sliver of light emerging from darkness. And for individuals resonating with its energy, bearing the letter M as part of their identity, this symbol takes on extraordinary significance during April 2025. This period represents what mystics call the thinning of the veil, a time when the boundaries between the seen and unseen worlds blur, allowing heightened perception and spiritual awakening to flourish. But here's the catch. These changes won't announce themselves with fireworks or fanfare. Instead, they'll manifest subtly, almost imperceptibly, in the smooth transitions of your inner world and external environment. Are you prepared to tune into these shifts? Because ignoring them could mean missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for evolution. To fully grasp why April 2025 holds such transformative power, we must first understand the celestial mechanics at play. Astrologically speaking, this month aligns with rare planetary movements that create a portal of awakening. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and wisdom, will form a harmonious trine with Neptune, the ruler of dreams and spirituality. Meanwhile, the lunar nodes, the points where the moon crosses Earth's orbit, will activate key zodiac signs tied to personal growth and collective evolution. For those attuned to the crescent moon archetype, this convergence acts like a magnifying glass over your innate sensitivities, beyond surface-level realities, and tap into deeper truths. But let's be clear, this isn't about waiting for some grand epiphany to strike. True awakening happens incrementally, often disguised as small yet meaningful changes. Perhaps you'll feel more empathetic toward others' struggles, or suddenly notice how effortlessly solutions come to problems that once seemed insurmountable. Maybe you'll start dreaming vividly, with messages embedded in the imagery that guide you toward clarity. The key lies in paying attention, noticing the breadcrumbs left by the universe, and trusting yourself enough to follow them. Let me share something deeply personal. I've witnessed countless individuals go through similar awakenings during pivotal astrological events. One story stands out. A woman named Rebecca experienced a dramatic shift in her life during a previous eclipse cycle. She described feeling drawn to sit under the night sky every evening. She couldn't articulate. Over weeks, she began noticing recurring numbers, like 222 and 444, appearing everywhere in phone numbers, receipts, even license plates. At first, she dismissed it as coincidence, but curiosity eventually led her to research numerology. What she discovered changed her perspective forever. Those numbers were guiding her towards self-trust and balance, themes directly linked to her soul's purpose. Stories like her aren't isolated incidents. They're testaments to the universal language of signs and symbols. In April 2025, many will report similar experiences. Some may hear voices in meditation, while others might sense a sudden urge to reconnect with estranged loved ones or revisit forgotten passions. Whatever form these nudges take, they all point to the same underlying truth. You are being called to expand your awareness and embrace the next phase of your journey. One of the most fascinating through seemingly mundane details. Have you ever walked past a tree and felt compelled to touch its bark? Or stumbled upon a feather lying inconspicuously on the ground? These moments are not accidents. They're invitations to engage with the divine intelligence surrounding us. During April 2025, expect these invitations to multiply exponentially, especially if you carry the resonance of the crescent moon or the letter M. Feathers, for instance, often symbolize angelic presence or messages from spirit guides. Coins found unexpectedly can signify abundance flowing your way. Even fleeting encounters with animals hold meaning. A hawk soaring overhead might remind you to rise above challenges, while a cat brushing against your leg could signal comfort and protection. Pay close attention to these signs, particularly if they repeat themselves. They're clues designed to steer you toward alignment with your highest. Listen intently, will hear its wisdom. As the veil thins in April 2025, don't be surprised if you experience intense emotional fluctuations. Old wounds may resurface, unresolved traumas could demand healing, and buried desires might bubble to the surface. While unsettling at times, these emotional upheavals serve a crucial purpose. They clear away blockages, preventing you from stepping fully into your power. Think of it like spring cleaning for your soul. Just as we declutter our homes to make space for fresh energy, so too must we release outdated beliefs and stagnant energies holding us back. For those connected to the crescent moon, this process often involves confronting fears around vulnerability and change. After all, the crescent phase embodies the courage to grow despite uncertainty. So instead of resisting these waves of emotion, lean into them. Journal about your feelings, more aligned with your authentic self. Another hallmark of this awakening is the recalibration of relationships. People entering or exiting your life during this time are rarely mere coincidences. They're reflections of where you stand on your spiritual journey. Friends who drain your energy may drift away, making room for connections that uplift and inspire. Similarly, romantic partnerships may undergo significant transformations, either deepening bonds or revealing cracks that need addressing. If you've ever caught sight of tiny sparkles dancing in your peripheral vision, or noticed an inexplicable glow emanating from objects that shouldn't emit light, you're not imagining things. These visual phenomena are far more than optical illusions. They're spiritual light codes, messages encoded in energy by higher realms, specifically for those attuned to their frequencies. For individuals marked with the letter M and bearing the crescent moon symbol on their palms, these signs carry deeper significance. In April 2025, as the veil thins and spiritual energies amplify, many will begin noticing these ethereal occurrences with increasing frequency. Tiny orbs of light may appear during moments of introspection, shimmering like stardust suspended mid-air. Shadows might flicker where no physical source exists, creating fleeting patterns that seem almost alive. Some describe seeing soft glows around people, plants, or sacred spaces' auras becoming visible to the naked eye. What do these experiences mean? They're invitations to expand your perception beyond the material plane and recognize the interconnectedness of all life. Each sparkle, shadow, or glow carries a unique vibration, a piece of divine wisdom waiting to be deciphered. But understanding requires patience, observation, and trust in what lies beyond ordinary sight. To truly grasp the meaning behind these luminous phenomena, it helps to think of them as a language. Just as ancient civilizations used symbols like hieroglyphs or runes to convey complex ideas, the universe communicates via visual cues designed to bypass the rational mind and speak directly to the soul. For instance, if you consistently see sparkling lights while meditating or praying, this could signify the presence of benevolent guides or angels offering reassurance and protection. Flickering shadows, on the other hand, might indicate areas of your life requiring attention, perhaps unresolved fears or suppressed emotions lurking beneath the surface. Glowing halos around certain individuals often point to heightened energetic alignment, suggesting they play a pivotal role in your spiritual journey. The key is context. Ask yourself, universe speaks in metaphors, so interpret these signals intuitively rather than literally. Trust your inner knowing, it's always right. Now, let's talk about why you, as someone connected to the crescent moon or the letter M, are uniquely positioned to perceive these spiritual light codes. In esoteric traditions, the crescent moon represents receptivity, intuition, and the cyclical nature of existence. It serves as a bridge between worlds, allowing those who resonate with its energy to access higher dimensions more easily. Similarly, the letter M holds vibrational significance tied to mastery, manifestation, and movement qualities essential for navigating profound transformation. Together, these markers make you a kind of guardian or conduit for divine energy. Your heightened sensitivity allows you to detect shifts in the energetic field long before others can. The sparkles, shadows, and glow. This doesn't mean the path will always feel easy. In fact, it can sometimes feel overwhelming, but it does mean you're equipped to handle the responsibility. Embrace this gift with humility and gratitude, knowing that every shimmering light is a reminder of your connection to something infinitely greater than yourself. While encountering these visual marvels can be awe-inspiring, it's equally important to stay grounded. Without proper anchoring, the influx of heightened perceptions can leave you feeling unbalanced or disconnected from everyday reality. Fortunately, there are simple yet powerful practices to help maintain equilibrium during this transformative period. First, Incorporate daily grounding rituals, such as walking barefoot on grass, earthing, holding crystals like hematite or black tourmaline, or practicing deep breathing exercises. These techniques reconnect you to Earth's stabilizing energy, preventing overwhelm. Second, establish a consistent meditation practice focused. Visualization. Picture roots extending from the soles of your feet into the ground, anchoring you firmly while still allowing room for expansion upward toward the cosmos. Finally, surround yourself with supportive communities, whether online forums, local spiritual groups, or trusted friends who understand and validate your experiences. Sharing your journey not only reinforces your confidence, but also reminds you that you're never alone on this path. It's worth noting that not all visual phenomena are inherently comforting. Shadows that move independently or darken corners unexpectedly can evoke fear, especially for those unaccustomed to perceiving subtle energies. Yet these manifestations hold immense value, often pointing to unresolved aspects of ourselves demanding acknowledgement. Consider this. Just as sunlight reveals hidden dust motes in a room, spiritual illumination exposes buried truths within our psyche. Rejected the very pieces blocking our progress. Rather than resisting or ignoring these encounters, lean into them with curiosity and compassion. Ask yourself, what is this shadow trying to show me? What lesson am I meant to learn? Journal your insights, seek therapy or counseling if needed, and remember that confronting darkness ultimately leads to greater light. As Carl Jung famously said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Your body is far more than a physical vessel. It's a finely tuned instrument capable of perceiving energies invisible to the naked eye. In April 2025, as the veil thins and heightened spiritual frequencies flood our collective consciousness, many individuals will begin experiencing unexplained physical sensations. Sudden chills running down your spine, an inexplicable pressure in your chest, or an overwhelming sense of unease in certain world. For those connected to the crescent moon or the letter M, these bodily responses serve as intuitive compasses, guiding you toward alignment with your higher purpose. Chills often indicate the presence of divine energy, or confirmation that you're on the right path. Conversely, feelings of heaviness or discomfort may signal areas requiring attention, places, people, or situations misaligned with your authentic self. By learning to decode these sensations, you can navigate life's complexities with greater clarity and confidence. But first, you must trust your body as a reliable source of information, even when its messages defy logic. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt at peace, as though the air itself embraced you? Or perhaps stepped outside and been struck by an irresistible urge to leave, despite no obvious reason? These magnetic pulls and repulsions aren't merely psychological quirks. They're energetic exchanges between your aura and the environment. April 2025. This sensitivity will reach new heights for spiritually attuned individuals. You might find yourself inexplicably drawn to specific locations, a quiet park bench, a particular bookstore, or even a stranger's gaze across a crowded cafe. These attractions aren't coincidental. They're invitations from the universe to explore deeper connections or uncover hidden opportunities. Similarly, places that evoke discomfort or resistance should be approached with discernment. They could represent stagnant energies or lessons waiting to be addressed. Pay close attention to where your body leads you during this time, as it knows far more than your conscious mind realizes. Among the most common yet misunderstood physical sensations tied to spiritual awakening is the sensation of pressure often felt in the crown of the head, heart center, or solar plexus. This weight isn't something to fear. Rather, it signifies the activation of energetic centers, preparing you vibrations. For instance, pressure around the third eye between the eyebrows suggests enhanced intuition and psychic awareness, while tightness in the heart indicates emotional healing underway. During April 2025, these sensations will become particularly pronounced for those resonating with the crescent moon archetype. As portals open and cosmic energies flow more freely, your body acts as both receiver and transmitter, channeling divine wisdom into tangible form. To support this process, practice grounding techniques like breathwork, yoga, or spending time in nature. Hydration is also crucial, as water helps cleanse and recalibrate your system. Above all, honor what your body communicates without judgment. It's speaking a language older than words, one designed to guide you safely through transformation. While pleasant sensations like warmth or tingling tend to feel validating, moments of unease or disorientation experiences hold profound significance, especially during periods of intense spiritual growth. A sudden wave of nausea upon entering a space, for example, could indicate toxic energies lingering there. Restlessness or agitation might arise when you're resisting necessary change or clinging to outdated patterns. Instead of dismissing these feelings as irrational, view them as protective mechanisms alerting you to potential threats, whether energetic, emotional, or situational. If you encounter persistent unease, take action. Smudge the area with sage or Palo Santo. Visualize white light surrounding you for protection, or simply remove yourselves from the triggering environment. Trust that these reactions are gifts, helping you maintain boundaries and prioritize your well-being. Remember, discomfort is often the precursor to breakthrough. Embrace it. Every chill, pulse, or shift in energy serves a purpose, fine-tuning your ability to perceive and interact with the multi-dimensional layers of reality. Just as musicians train their ears to distinguish subtle notes within a symphony, so too must you cultivate awareness of the intricate melodies playing within and around you. To fully embody this role, adopt practices that harmonize body, mind, and spirit. Meditation focused on chakra balancing can enhance your receptivity to spiritual frequencies. Sound baths or tuning forks help recalibrate your energetic field, promoting coherence and flow. Additionally, engage in creative pursuits, painting, writing, dancing, that allow suppressed emotions and insights to surface naturally. Over time, you'll notice a seamless integration of physical sensations and spiritual perceptions, empowering you to navigate life with grace and precision. By embracing your of light. And when April 2025 arrives, you won't just witness the thinning of the veil, you'll actively participate in shaping the new paradigm emerging on the other side.